Have you ever noticed that you will be in an industry, or you will see whatever industry it is, whatever business, whatever it is, there'll always be people who are making it happen and people who are not. There'll be people who are thriving, the top 20%, and out of the 20, there's always that top 5%. And then there are those who are also dabbling around and not doing what they have to do. Now, yours truly was in that position not so long ago, and I have gone through a process of learning from being part of the crowd. By the way, it's so hard when you're trying to compete at the bottom. It's super hard, okay? So there is that part, and then you begin to go up, and then you get to that level where it is much more enjoyable. Yes, there's hard work of delivering an amazing experience, but it's much more enjoyable because you're not competing with everybody. I was in a position where, I would go and present my proposals, and they would tell me, oh, we have 20 other proposals, so we're going to go through them and get back to you. I went from that to, hey, there's this guy called Coach Phill. Can you make sure he gets the job? Okay, why? Because I built up a certain level of results, a certain level of confidence, but most importantly, I'd gotten to a certain stage where there was an abundance mindset that I was able to pass on to my clients, so they believed that whatever I said, I was able to get them a result. So I just wanted to come on here briefly and share with you the process I went through, okay? So I started off at, when I just qualified as an NLP coach, okay? And, $50 an hour, was the normal stuff, okay? This is what everybody said. You got to do $50 an hour, put your flyers out and say, I'll come out to you, we'll sit at a cafe and I'll do something for you at $50 an hour, okay? That's where I started, okay? Then I did that for a little while. Then I got some confidence. I was doing some hypnosis stuff. People were getting results. I thought, yeah, that works. Then I said, but why am I charging $50? Okay, who said it's supposed to be $50? Because I built up some confidence, I was able to go to the $150. Why? Because I built up some confidence, because I had done some work and people were getting results. Then I went to the next level. I said, okay, after I'd worked and gotten some extraordinary results, and I was looking like, hey man, it's working, my stuff is working. Now this is very important. I had done NLP with everybody else. There are certain guys who I had done NLP with, but they were still down here. Okay, why? They were still procrastinating. They were still looking for the next course. They were still wondering, what else is missing. No, I had moved and I had put my own spice onto what I had learned, and I was making it my own. I was very much in your face. I was encouraging, but I was also a no bullshit guy. So guess what? I got to that and I was charging $500 for an hour. And people were like, what? How? What? But of course, I'll do more even if I said it was $500. Then guess what? From $500, I then graduated to the $1,000 mark, okay? Why was I able to charge people $1,000? Because I was giving them transformation, okay? At this stage, I had learned that, guess what? 90% of the stuff you tell people, they're not going to do, okay? However, if you can tap into their reasons why they need to, their reasons why failure is not an option, their reasons why they need to get to the next level, boom! The transformations were like, what? Then I started to get calls. Oh, coach, by the way, somebody said this, or somebody said, and we want you to come. Then I realized, okay, now I am what? On that level. But I stayed at the 1,000 level for a long time because I thought it was just about what? Transformation. I was like, okay, there's nobody in the industry who's charging 1,000. I think I've arrived. Then one time, again, as usual, I went to see my mentor. He was in town, called Jeff Semaganda. I went to speak to him, and the figures he was talking about and the way he was talking, I was thinking, dude is making what? 100,000? What are you talking about? Then I realized that this guy speaks from an abundance mindset. In his mind, there is no scarcity of clients. No. In his mind, there is no scarcity of resources. No, it was in his mind. So I realized, you know what? Hey, cut out the nonsense of this lack of stuff in the world, okay? There's 7.6 billion people in the world, and you're busy walking around saying, oh, maybe people might not pay, or there's not enough people. The moment I switched that, and by the way, I also realized that comes from childhood programming, okay? Yes, I had the most awesome upbringing. I had amazing parents, but guess what? They all had that mindset. Money doesn't grow on trees. You've had that before, haven't you? Oh, there's not enough today. And yes, I did witness, a little bit of, not a little bit, for many years, we just had just enough. We were not extravagantly rich, so to speak. Anyway, from the 1,000 to the 10,000 bob, and I remember, I tell the story vividly, okay? I remember I went to do a presentation somewhere, and I asked for $10,000 because I started to tell myself, I am worth it, I can achieve this stuff. But all of a sudden, boom, I asked for 10,000, actually asked for 13,000, and they ended up giving me $10,000. That was because I'd got into the abundance mindset. Most of the work that you need to do sometimes is not just getting to understand who you are or getting to understand the skill, okay? Honing that is important, but you must work on the ability to know that you deserve it, that you can provide a service that deserves $10,000. Now, if you look at this journey, okay, from normal to confidence to extraordinary results to transformation, I was building up my muscle, my toolbox, and therefore I had the confidence to deliver my amazing results for the $10,000 mark. But most importantly, I had what we call an abundance mindset. Now, I got stuck there for years, okay? Yes, I had an abundance mindset, but guess what? That is the least I could go up to, because I was thinking, okay, people are never going to allow, to go beyond $10,000, whatever it is. And yes, I was making plenty of $10,000 from different people, but there was something missing. Then I came across a guy, Myron, who then taught me the different levels of of business, the different levels of value, okay? From the implementers to the managers to the communicators to the dreamers. And I thought, damn, I need to go to the next level. And that was the great communicator level, okay? That was the year that we met. I think it was about 2 years where we made $100,000. Is because I then invested in becoming a better communicator. This is where I delivered some of the best public speaking trainings on the planet, okay? And yours truly has got some of the most successful clients on the African planet from this level here, because I then decided I'm going to communicate a message. I'm going to learn to sell. I'm going to learn to inspire. And when that happened, not only did I learn to communicate, but then I got a process and collaboration in place. That is what took me to the next level. Now, why do I share this with you? Yes, you might be around, you're looking at people who are doing better than you. You're looking at, guys, I mean, you guys know, okay? Even I get it sometimes, not even I, but I get it all the time. Some young guy comes into the market, and then before you know it, they're posting, oh, I just made $23,000 in one day. And you're thinking, what? How? What? And yes, they are doing it, but they are fast tracking themselves through some of this stuff, okay? The transformation, their balance, and all the communication. Now, the most important part here is I want you to understand that to go beyond that 1,000 level, you must not only talk about the mindset, but you must get processes in place, and you must become a better communicator. And most importantly, you must give people transformational results. All right? So whatever you're doing today, I want you to think about your business and ask yourself, okay, where am I at? Okay, I want you to actually test it. Go and test yourself today and tell somebody, whatever price you're charging right now, I don't care what it is, double it. And then go and tell somebody straight in the eye, don't blink. If they ask you, you tell them, if you're charging 500, you tell them 1,000. Don't blink, and say it in a enthusiastic voice. And this is what usually happens, okay? You're talking about what your product can do, and then you come to mention the price, and your throat seizes up, and 500, why? Because your body, your system doesn't believe yet. I want you to open up and say, you know what? I am worthy of it. Why? I have got 10 years, 15 years, 5 years, whatever. Somebody else has come into the industry, they're making that money more than me because they're marketing better, because they have more confidence. And yet I know I can do a better job. You deserve better. You deserve more. So let's do this, okay? You got to go beyond that. You got to get there, get processes in place, become a better communicator, and deliver more value. And in that way, we will be able to deliver an amazing experience for our clients. Most importantly, have the ability to live life on our terms with audacity. Until next time, peace.